Welcome to the Daily News Network. Time for another edition of FaithWorks. I'm Brian Sexton, joined as I always am by Father Remek from San Jose Catholic. How are you, Father?
Thank you for having me.
And we are excited to join Tim Ortiz from Environmental Control of Jacksonville, a man who lives his faith in his daily life, both personally and professionally. Tim, first of all, what do you do at Environmental Control of Jacksonville?
Environment Control is a commercial building maintenance company. We take care of nightly janitorial and everything else that entails an office when it comes to floor care, window cleaning, tile care. So interior building maintenance.
How long have you been in that world?
I have been involved with my company for almost 27 years.
Here in Jacksonville?
Here in North Florida, yeah. I have business here in North Florida for 27 years, and I have business in Central Florida for the last 11.
So here's the number one question, and we'll go off of this, and that is, how do you live your faith through your business? How do you integrate all of your life through faith?
Well, interestingly enough, when I came into environment control, it was led by a Christ-centered founder that founded environment control 63 years ago. And it was easy for us to be a part of this and felt like we could model what they offered from their mission statement, which is, it's about lives. So knowing that, we're in the service industry, but really I say we're in the people business, because people is what makes our company and our team and our success. So the it's about lives factor has come to life in my company, to be able to allow my employees to know we do care about you. You're not just a number, you're not a person, but when there's real life personal issues, I think we offer that family atmosphere to where my staff and employees that I get to meet kind of know where I stand. And there's been a lot of different examples of how I've been able to offer them assistance or help or pray for them, or just know that you can come to me if there's a need, and I'll do my best to offer some insight and prayer.
Which is beautiful. And tell me, as men of faith yourself, what can we do as a church, as a pastor myself? How can we assist you as a businessman, as a man of faith, to grow in faith, to empower you so that you may meet with your employees, with your staff, and preach the gospel through your business?
I would say there's opportunity at times to, have a visit and maybe a staff meeting that would offer somebody like yourself to come by and offer prayer, prior to our
That's really
meeting.
the key.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, we don't frown upon that. It's not, not every person in my office is a believer, but they know where I stand, and there's not an issue with somebody, asking for, a prayer or a need.
Would you say faith is part of your culture?
I would, yeah. I believe that.
And I'm sure a lot of different faiths are in there. So how do you blend all that?
Man, I think it's that family atmosphere that we know that, in our staff we have open communication. Sometimes it's kind of comical because we might talk to each other like a brother, sister, husband, wife, in the office, to say something that would be comical or funny, but at the time when it's serious, if somebody's hurting in a way that, just this past year, I had my HR manager, her father-in-law passed away. Within weeks, my operations manager's father-in-law passed away unexpectedly. So it was a difficult time that they were hurting, and I had to be there to say, hey, I give you that hug, give you that prayer, support, and just know that you need to take your time. It's you take care of family.
And Tim, I'm proud of you that you don't limit your church experience just to worship on Sunday, but you allow that encounter with Christ, with your faith, to carry with you when you go home
Sure.
and to your business, and for your employees to see that in you. I mean, what a beautiful example of faith, of evangelization, of being an example and inspiration.
Yeah, thank you.
And how about your clients?
Clients. I mean, I probably don't see them or talk to them on a every, occasion or often enough for something like that to come into play. I think there's times where we've had some luncheons with our key clients, and some discussion comes up. Where do you attend? Do you attend? And always offering, of course, if they have an
To
interest.
sign up with a man
Right, exactly.
that lives out his faith.
Well, and listen, we've talked about how we're seeing a resurgence in this country right now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much, does it? Whether it's in business or whether it's in faith or family, but just a log on the fire here or there to take a spark and create a raging inferno of love and faith.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's a lot of hurting people out there, and as I have a disciple group that I meet with regularly, and there's recently somebody's out of a job. Somebody is without employment or without financial support, and so it's I think it's nice to be there.
Here's my favorite question. Can you imagine your professional life without faith?
No, I attribute the success that I may have achieved over the years all to give God the glory, and it's from Him. I learned a long time ago. It's like my mentor that that got me in the business. Mm-hmm. He kind of coined this phrase. He says, "Yeah, man, we're out there working at night, but it's a people business, man. I'm just a janitor for Jesus." And if I can share that with a client, if I happen to be in their office and they see something different, then I will take that opportunity.
You're kind of a janitor for Jesus
I
too,
love
right?
that expression. I may steal it from you.
Okay.
I will preach about it.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I can hear that. I can hear that one coming. Tim, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
And this is a conversation that will just keep on going. We hope it's an eternal one. Thanks for joining us on FaithWorks here on the Daily News Network.
God bless.